Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. KOG & Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Do you desire to belong to a community of unity? Visit KOGpassion.com to learn more about the Unleash Your Dopeness movement.
Good morning and welcome back to the Money Factor here on the Spear Podcast Network. My name is Tony Sanders. I am the co-founder of the Houston Housewives of Finance and your certified financial education instructor. I'm so excited today to be back at the Spear. You know what? I always say it's Money Mondays where, hey, we get riveting content, inspiring dialogue that could definitely empower and change your life. So with me today, because LaShonda Johnson is in Vietnam. Yes. And so, look, I have my other buddy with me right here today. And
good morning, the Sphere. My name is Dr. Aisha Aspie, and I'm so excited to be here today and to sit in the big seat.
You're in the big chair today.
I'm in a big chair today with my friend Tony Sanders, and I'm so excited to be here to share with you guys about Money Monday.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how it applies to specifically to the college planning process.
Absolutely. So we're going to jump right in because you know what? It's almost the end of the school year, and we've got some exciting things going on. Man, we were just sitting here talking about, May 27th. Make sure you like and share this show so people will also know if you have kids, specifically in the eighth grade, like middle school, right?
Eighth grade and above.
Yeah.
And greater.
Okay, so eighth grade and beyond, you make sure that you tag them in this episode, okay?
Yes,
because
please.
we have an incredible event coming up here at the end of the month. It's the last Sunday of the month with the Houston Dash.
Yes.
That's exciting.
It is very exciting. At first, I'm not into soccer, but I'm getting excited about it because I hear so much about it. And I know that there are a lot of students, a lot of kids who are really into soccer. So I'm really excited about this.
Kids love soccer.
They do. And better than basketball seems like in a lot of areas. And this is a special event because we are going to have one of the Houston Dash, one of the players actually speak with the families on that day.
That's
and I'm
awesome.
super excited about it. And I am the presenter.
Yes, we wouldn't have it any other way but to have Dr. Ashby, I call her Dr. A, to come out and really present this information to the students and the parents. I tell you, this is an event that you don't want to miss. We're definitely going to get into it a little bit more later, but let's talk about some things because when I was thinking about the show last night, I don't never have really the task of doing that. I have to say that my business partner is really good on providing the content. We want to make sure that you all have the content because that's really important that you feed the mind and the soul and the heart as well. So when I was thinking about this, okay, it's almost the end of the school year, and guess what? I think now is the time for kids to start learning about money.
Yes.
And getting right even before they go to college.
Yes. Because right now, this is a perfect opportunity for students to learn how to save their money because a lot will be out looking for those summer jobs and summer employment opportunities.
Absolutely.
Summer internships.
Did you work in the summer?
I did.
I did too.
You know what? My first summer job was working at TJ Maxx.
Really?
Yes. And no offense.
I love TJ Maxx.
I love shopping at TJ Maxx. But
working.
It's a different beast when you start working
right
there. But it was a great opportunity.
Absolutely.
Because from that I learned how to be responsible, be there, work on time. I established my work ethics.
Absolutely.
And even with my money, I was supposed to have my first bank account. I budgeted.
Right.
So that way, because I knew that I had a goal in the end.
Well, y'all know I like to eat. So what my first job was? Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh, my God.
I'll never forget that. It was a brand new store here in the Houston area, in Southwest Houston, West Belford and Airport. It was a brand new location, and that store is not even in existence today. It's something totally different. But so we're going to go ahead and get started in the first article. And I thought, again, I wanted to share this with you all. And it's 3 tips for adults starting their financial lives. And I thought that was so cool because that's exactly what they're doing. If your kids are graduating, they're headed to college, or hey, let's just say middle school to high school, that's that age, that sweet spot where they do want to get employment. They want their own money, but you know what? We have to teach them how to be responsible with it.
Yes, we really do, because if you're not, the habits that they establish now is going to take them into their adult lives.
So you mean some of the ways, the behaviors that these adults have,
exactly,
they've been having these ways.
Yeah,
y'all ain't just started acting like this.
Yes, you weren't just start spending and want to go spend and shop and I knew I saved. These habits were established when they were younger.
Absolutely.
And so it's good to start these habits early, start good habits, good spending habits, good saving habits.
Absolutely.
Now.
Absolutely.
But it's up to us, it's up to the parents to help them establish those things.
And that's what we always say. Parents, you have to know that now you can go ahead and leave it down to your kids. Teach your kids. But if you don't know, how can you teach your kids? That's what I always say. You can't teach anybody something you don't know.
Exactly.
So let's get into the article. Let's see what it has to say. You want to take it from the top?
Sure. So it says, what financial advice would you give a high schooler? What beginner mistakes should I avoid? So congrats. You hit your first payday. I remember my first payday.
Yes.
Ooh, I spent it all. Maybe you earned $20 for babysitting, extra cash for yard work, or first payment from a part-time job. You put the money in the bank, but what's next? High school is a great time to build good financial habits, like we said, but anyone can benefit from the basics. And as you get older, you'll always be fine-tuning the process, says Brandon Craig, CEO and co-founder of Stash, a financial services and education platform.
So see what he said? High school is a great time. Your first job, you get an allowance, all the birthday money you get. This is an excellent time for you to get into that frame of mind of, I'm going to save something. I'm not going to spend it all.
Right. And there's some students, when they get that money, like, okay, it's all gone the next day. And then they're asking mom and dad for some more money. Did you just get
absolutely
$100 for your
birthday, anything,
Where did it go?
Yeah, where did it go? Absolutely. Babysitting, there's so many opportunities because if I teach kids now, start working now, and then it becomes a habit, and it's okay because that's how we all have to, earn a living, earn our wages. And if you're babysitting, you're doing the lawn, you're walking dogs, there's so many opportunities for you to make a little extra cash, even as students.
Yes, it is. And I also want to piggyback on that and say that in this time and earning extra money, students, this is key. This is another tip. Find a way to make money in an area that you're passionate about, because this is going to help establish that career path that they want to go.
I like that.
And when it comes to college planning, because as part of it, many students, when they get into school, and trust me, I know, I taught at the university level for about 8 years, and I saw many students who didn't understand, who didn't know what they want to do even after graduation. But even in high school, they are to start getting into those positions, those jobs where they know that, hey, if I want to be a veterinarian, why not be a dog walker?
Absolutely.
It's
funny. It's funny that you say that, because a lot of times I see kids who they get into a career, or they get into a university, and they start at a certain level, and that's not really what they really like. Oh, I don't really like this like I thought I would. This is not what I thought it was going to be. So that's really important that if you start off now and see if you even like it, if it's something, because you know what, I like little dogs, but I don't like big dogs. So I know I couldn't be no dog walker.
But why not? And make money while you're doing something that you like doing.
I heard that one time, even when I started my former career as a college, I was listening to a guy. You know what he says? He says, find something that you like to do and get paid to do it.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
That is perfect.
Yeah.
And that is a time. And the summers are the perfect time for students to do
Absolutely.
it. Because not only are you getting paid, you're learning how to save, you're establishing a career, you're weeding out those different careers, and you're making yourself look even more competitive when it comes down to those college applications.
I was gonna say same thing on that college resume. So hey, and
Yes.
especially to all you brainiacs, hey, tutoring, hello,
Yes,
tutoring,
is and that's a great way to earn some extra money.
Absolutely.
Not just in the summer, but also during the school year.
and during the school year.
Especially those who are in college, you want that extra money. So why not tutor?
Right now. So what else is on our article today? I'm like, man, I really like this because I think the kids definitely really need to start early.
And you see the first tip says, here are some tips that high schoolers and everyone else can use to build a solid financial foundation. Number 1, learn to budget.
Absolutely.
Maybe you already know the basics. Spend less, save more. Oh my God. But how do you keep track? Some people prefer Excel spreadsheets or apps like Mint to manage their expenses. Others grab a pen and paper and do it the old-fashioned way. Whatever your style, just make it happen. Just make it a habit. And you know what? That is something I don't care who I talk to. The first thing I ask them is, do you have a budget?
Absolutely. That's very important.
In everything you do, because if you don't have a budget, we're just going to spend all willy-nilly. So you must first have a budget, and in that budget, we're not saying that you ignore the things that you like to do, like eating out.
No.
I love shopping. I'm going to have that eating out and shopping is going to be a part of my budget. So, and then I also put in there things to save. So that way I'm not overextending myself.
You're just telling your dollars what to do.
That's it. That's it.
Right.
It's taking charge of it. And that's the first step with everything. And some people say, well, I don't have enough money. Hey,
all money needs to be budgeted.
Yes, you can budget $1.
Hello. I'm only going to spend 75 cents.
And another 25 cents is going in my
Right.
little piggy bank or jar or wherever. Right. So, and that's something even for kids who have, when we give our allowances, help them budget those allowances. That is also, especially if they want that new game, new pair of shoes. Okay, this is a good teaching moment. Everything needs to be a teaching moment. When we talk to our kids about money and finances, and let it be a teaching moment so they understand what to do with their money.
I love that. Because that's something that we don't talk about. We don't talk about, teaching our kids about money and how money works. And, just like the article says, even for adults, we teach that to spend less and save more. Kids need to learn that same concept as well. They can't get everything that they see that they want. When you take your kids to the store, oh, I want this, I want that. It's not in the budget.
Exactly.
And if you were like my mom, don't go in the store clowning asking for nothing because it's not in the budget.
Like, do you have the money?
Yes, right.
No.
Did you bring your money?
There you go. Exactly. So budgeting is very, 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 very important. So we are going to go ahead, and this portion of the show now is going to go into our first sponsor. So this portion of the show is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are a part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable, but Dr. Batiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Ashandra Batiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8680.
I like that little thing.
I know, right? That's the teeth being bright.
Yes,
like,
it's bright. Shine bright like a diamond. Yes, but yeah, we want your finances to shine bright as well, all right?
Yes,
so you got to
please.
get them in order, even at the young stage for the youngins. Hey, get them started early. Then it becomes a habit. That's the biggest thing, because if you teach your kid, just think about anything that my mom and my dad taught me when I was young, more so my mom. Let's be clear. But anyway, when my mom showed me those things, I still remember those things today.
Yes.
And not only that, what happens is, you know what? You think, oh man, I remember my mom telling me that. So it's something that you don't forget.
Yes.
You don't forget it at all.
And a lot of our behaviors, our habits, they stem from our parents. I mean, our spending habits, how we respond to stress, all those things stem from our parents, because we are the examples. So that's why we want to make sure that we be good examples when it comes to our money.
Absolutely.
As well. And so this I'm so excited about this. So parents, you too, learn to budget.
Absolutely. Learn to budget. So what's next on the list? Let's see what's going on with this article. It says 2, set realistic goals. High school money goals come in all sizes. Some are small, gas money, movie ticket, and some are big ticket items like car repairs and college savings. Know how much you want to save for your goal. Say $200 for a spring break trip with friends. Using your budget crunch, how much you need to spend each week on food, transportation, and other regular expenses. The amount left over is the money you can sock away towards your goal. But remember, the bigger your goal, the more time you need to save. Other times you may need to research cheaper alternative like staycations instead of a beach trip. If you don't meet a goal in time, don't give up on budgeting altogether. Just instead revisit your trusty budget and see what you went awry. A lot of times, what people need to do is realign their goals. Don't get defeated by your dreams. And that's what happens. Exactly what happens is you don't meet your goal and you just kind of give up. Don't throw in the towel yet. Try and try again until you get it right. You know, it's all about just keep doing it. That consistency and that discipline to be able to continue on and keep going. So don't give up, you know?
Yes.
Don't give up.
And, you know, in young high schools, they have so much more time than
absolutely.
I know more than I do.
Absolutely.
So they can easily, you know, jump back on a horse and get going again. So I really love that. And, you know, and again, this is for all ages.
It really is. I mean, we're targeting our high schoolers and middle schoolers today and college students. However, this is a message for every single person out there. And again, it starts with you parents teaching your children how to budget, how to, you know, save their money, spend less and save more. So this is really good stuff. Before we go, is there anything else on that list that we can kind of share real quick? I like this right here because it's really good for all ages. How about number 3?
And number 3, before we go, educate yourself, because some states mandate financial literacy as a requirement for high school graduation. But for many teenagers, their financial education is self-taught. So maybe you've aced budgeting and goal setting and are ready for more advanced personal finance, opening a credit card, or investing in the stock market. Online resources can help. Their Society of Grown-Ups and the Charles Schwab Foundation offer easy courses in budgeting, investing, and managing money for all ages. And apps like Stash have a custodial option so parents and kids can learn about investing together. And I just want to say on that, you know, also in our financial centers,
absolutely,
we have workshops that where the very first workshop, Increasing Cash Flow and Debt Management, it talks about budgeting.
Absolutely.
And a lot of these things. So
no need to go anywhere else. Just come right here with the Houston Housewives of Finance. Absolutely.
Yes.
To all of our financial centers. Again, we're on this national campaign for financial literacy. Our mission is to educate 1 million families by the year 2020.
Yes.
And we want you and your family to be a part of it. Again, our centers are not only just in Houston, and guess what? We're nationwide, including Canada. So make sure that you reach out to us so that we can find the center that's closest to you.
All right, Facebook family, Facebook Live. We ask that you just subscribe to our show on all of the major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher, so you can continue to hear our conversation, and review our show in iTunes with constructive feedback. We want to hear from you. Share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friends, because we have a whole lot more to talk about. So donate to our mission to bring enriched and and inspiring content each and every week. So you can donate at this www.thesphere.tv/donate. Again, that is www.thesphere.tv/donate. All right.
That's it. That's it, Facebook.
Family.
That's right. But the show continues on. Absolutely. So this is really good stuff because, again, even though we're targeting the young people, this is something for every single person.
Yes. And I mean, it is so funny. I tell this to all of and I have to remind myself about these three little key things every day, because there are moments when I walk in DSW. Oh,
you shouldn't even go,
baby. And I remind myself, like, no, is it in the budget?
That's right.
And then, is it a need or is it a want?
Oh, that's good.
And that's a very good. So high schoolers, students, college students, when making that budget, when deciding, okay, is it a need or is it a want? Do you need that new game?
Right.
Do you need those new pair of Jordans?
Shoot, I was like, these kids, they have shoes out. If you go back to the article where they were talking about $200, these kids, they got $2,000. I mean, they're the things that they want. It costs a lot. And the places they go. And you know what? When I was reading the article, I was thinking even their date nights and things like that. It's prom season, and some of the pictures that I see on prom.
Oh my God!
If that's not breaking the budget, they talking about breaking the internet. No, they done broke the budget. Absolutely. You have broken the budget. So yeah, what else is on that article? I definitely want to keep reading this one. This is really good.
Because it just, like I said, it just applies to everyone.
Absolutely. What's the number 4? That was it.
Well,
that was good. That was 3. It was the top 3. So that was really good. So if we can kind of recap and go back, man, you got to have a budget, right?
Right.
Absolutely.
Learn to budget. Number 2 was, bring that article back up. I'm getting old.
Set
realistic goals.
Realistic goals.
So if what you want is $200, you only have $2, and you want it.
You
in
ain't
2
about
weeks,
to get it. It ain't about to happen.
No, that's not realistic.
Adults, I want you to hear that too. Set realistic goals. You want to retire with $2 million and you have 0 saved. Do I hear crickets? Do we have crickets? We need crickets.
Yeah. Because
you have to set realistic goals.
That's it.
Absolutely.
And number 3, and the third was, learn how to budget, set realistic goals, and educate yourself. Know the process. And remember, it all begins with education.
Absolutely.
And not just learning the information, but applying it. And I'm so excited that we're about applied information.
Absolutely. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and just keep talking about our workshops. We hold workshops every Tuesday and every Thursday at our financial centers at 2500 East TC Jester, and that's in Houston, Texas, 77008. That's Tuesdays at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 10 a.m. We also have a location here off of the Katy Freeway in Houston, which is at 11111 Katy Freeway. Again, that's in Houston, Texas, 77079. Their classes are Wednesdays at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 10 a.m. And I know, Aisha, you're in the Pearland.
Yes.
Dr. A in the Pearland.
Yes, we are in the Pearland area. So we are located at 11233 Shadow Creek Parkway. We're in Suite 255, Pearland, Texas, 77584. And we hold our workshops every Thursday at 7 p.m. Again, the address is 11233 Shadow Creek Parkway, Pearland, Texas, 77584, and that's in Suite 255. So come out every Thursday, and we have these workshops because they are very important.
Absolutely. And they're free, you guys.
Yes.
They're free. And I say bring your whole family,
Yes. And the students.
Absolutely.
And summertime is coming. This is a perfect opportunity to get them involved and engaged in the process.
You know what I've been telling my parents for their students? Make our blue book. So you got to have our Saving Your Future book. Make that blue book a summer read for your young children.
Yes.
I think that if they're in middle school and above, they definitely get the concept. I know that we have associates who haven't have their elementary kids read this book. The information is elementary, so you definitely got to get a copy for your household. I call it my financial Bible. It's where you need to read it to make the decisions in your life when it comes to your finances. So yeah, you got to reach out to us to get a copy of this book. How do you do that? Well, you can contact me. I'm Tony S. at the HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com.
And I am Dr. Aisha Aspie. You can text text Ask Dr. Aspie, all one word, to 31996. We can schedule time and we can get together, and I could be more than happy to give you a book, or contact me directly at 832-899-4577. And you know what? And these books are very important because once the kid, I've heard students of when I've heard stories where when the kids got involved, they kept the parents on track.
Oh, absolutely.
They told mommy, no, you're not supposed to do that.
Absolutely.
Isn't
Because
that perfect?
kids, they kind of like check you in a way, They kind of keep you going. So absolutely.
They keep us honest.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Of course, we're on all your social media platforms, including Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Meetup. We're on Facebook, of course, as the Houston Housewives of Finance. And hey, let me tell you, if it don't say official, it's not us. Absolutely. So you got to make sure that you are paying attention to that, because that page is still getting hits and hits and hits, and it's definitely not the right page. So make sure you're looking for our official page for the Houston Housewives of Finance. Again, we're also on this little social media thing, because let me tell you, this right here, you can reach us out. You can reach us so many ways. Our website is up, www.hofinance.com is our website. If you haven't seen it already, you need to go ahead and take a look at that. And if you scroll all the way down at the bottom, you can schedule an appointment right there on the spot. You can schedule a free annual review, or you can do your complimentary personal financial strategy. Either way is definitely a great way, to get in contact with us. And also subscribe so you can hear what's latest. And we have all of our events on this page. Again, we have so many things that are coming up in our pipeline, and you want to make sure that May 27th, of course, that you're with us with the Houston Dash.
Oh my gosh,
God, there's so many things coming up. Some of our affiliates are going to be aiming for excellence with Cassandra Williams with Millennials and Money. So there's always something going on with us. So you got to stay connected, okay? You got to stay connected.
And I want to really put a plug in for the 27th, the Houston Dash, our college day. The college day that's sponsored by the College Cafe with the Houston Housewives of Finance, the College Cafe, and the Dash. This is going to be a wonderful event. And at this event, we will be sharing more about the college planning process with all the families, because it is a process. It is more than just getting good grades in school. And that's why when we led with the conversation on what can students do in the summer work, that is an opportunity to gain more experience and to create that avenue where they are more marketable when it comes to their applications. So, there's a lot of things that we're going to be talking about on that day that we want to share with the families. And now to get in, for this show, for our listeners and our viewers today, I'm actually offering a pair of tickets to our event. So I want you guys to text Ask Dr. Aspie to 31996, and the first person to text Ask Dr. Aspie to 31996 will receive those tickets.
That's
for
amazing.
The Dash.
All right. Well, you hear it. Hey, all she's asking you to do is use her text code and text Dr. Aspie. And let me tell you something. You want to do this. You don't want to miss this event. That's going to be really nice. And I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm really excited. I'm excited for the kids. I'm excited for the parents, because let me tell you something. Get on it right now. Don't procrastinate. It's it's a process, like you said, to get this I said job. It is like a job.
It is, the college planning process, doing the applications, it is a job.
Because you need a resume.
You need your resume. You need your transcripts. You need letters of recommendation, which is why the summers are important.
Right.
Because wherever you go, students, to work, you want to make the best impression, because those people are the ones that they're going to ask for letters of recommendation.
Absolutely.
So it's a perfect time to do that. And then you have applications that you have to apply to, and you may have the money for those applications, because applications are not free.
Right.
They all have a fee. So there are so many things that students need to do to get ready, and not and before their senior year.
Absolutely. And I think that's a great segue into our next, what's next up on our agenda here? Because I believe we were talking about, 14 awesome internships for high school students. So yes, that's a big deal too, right?
Yes, it is. And because it's just like a summer job. Like I said earlier, it's an opportunity for students to now become more engaged in their chosen field, what they think they want to do.
Yeah.
So you want to get the internships again to get that experience, to gain experience, money, because some of these internships are paid.
Absolutely,
yes.
absolutely.
And so you're now, everything we talked about, you're learning how about money, saving money, getting that experience, and building those good habits.
Absolutely.
That we can get those good letters of
I've
recommendation.
had a lot of great people who tell me, hey, look, I did an internship and this is how I got this great job. This is how I started my career. So that's really good. So let's see what the article has to say. Wow. So it says, at some point in your high school career, you're probably going to start to consider an old childhood question a little more seriously. What do you want to do when you grow up? I ask that question to kids all the time. And if you're like most high school students, the answer isn't clear, crystal clear. That's all right. And in fact, it's 100% normal. The good news is that there are plenty of ways to explore your interests in various career fields before you take a leap to committing to a certain program or college major. Internships are a great way for high school students to gain work experience, learn about professional opportunities, and network with career and academic fields.
Yes.
And this post will describe what internships is and how it usually works and why you should consider one. And then we'll offer 15 great internships you might consider as a high school student. So let's get into it. I want to see what's the 15. Let's see. It says, what is an internship? It says an internship is essentially an introductory work experience in a professional career field. It is sometimes paid, that's what we said, and though usually at lowest of the end of the pay scale, and it sometimes is unpaid. That's okay too, because experience is the best teacher.
Exactly.
The function of an internship is to gain experience and insight into a certain field while also performing some functional work in exchange for the experience. For example, if you get an internship in research lab, usually you will not jump right into the hands-on a lab work. Instead, you'll start with things like cleaning the lab and entering data into spreadsheets. While this may sound tedious, it will also give you the opportunity to connect with people who work there, learn about their day-to-day functioning in the work site, and give you an idea whether or not a career in the field might interest you. Before you commit to an internship, you should always make sure that you are clear expectations, have a good understanding of the time commitment, the length of the internship, and the responsibilities, whether or not you'll be receiving anything in exchange. Some unpaid internships might offer other perks like free classes to related institution, travel reimbursements, and even housing. You should also be certain in understand your responsibilities that you're comfortable sticking to them, even for a little or no pay. Ultimately, an internship is not typically about earning money, but more about gaining experience and networking in the Pacific field. I love that.
Yes.
I love that because everybody needs that experience. And, hey, of course, you may not get paid in dollars, but I'm telling you that the education and the experience that you get is priceless.
And at this stage, high school's experience is more important than anything than the money. So, I mean, it is priceless, especially as if they want to go to a college, a higher degree institution of higher learning. That experience is going to be the one that's going to put them over the top. So that's why we have to make sure that we get experience, and internships, like I said, is the best way because, again, it helps to narrow that field.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So before we go any further, this portion of the show is being sponsored by The Sphere, of course. Are you starting a business or looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here here at the Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content and delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States, as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with a strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv. Man, I was getting so into this, I forgot about the advertisement. But yes, of course. And you know what I see on social media? Our producer, Gary Lee, he is definitely doing a lot of campaigning for any podcaster. You're a podcaster, come join our family here at the Sphere, okay?
Yes.
Just give us a call. I'm telling you, I've been here now. This is our 103rd episode, I believe. 103. It's a lot. So let me tell you something, but this is definitely the place to be. Come join our family here at the Sphere. But getting back to the article, oh my goodness, I'm ready to see the 15 internships that they, recommend. This is really good.
Yes, because this is a perfect opportunity, and it's the summertime. It's the summertime, so take advantage of your summers, kids.
And don't be trying to play all the time, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see what it is.
All right, so we got 14 great internships for high school students. All right, so there's the United States Secret Service. Who knew?
Wow.
So if you're interested in experiencing elite law enforcement, so if you're interested in law enforcement, there's the United States Secret Service. There's Brainiac. BRAINYAC, which is a program offered through Zuckerman Institute's Brain Research. So there are apprenticeships in New York at Columbia University, which connects high school students with scientists of intensive summer lab internships, including hands-on experience.
Wow.
Okay. Then there's the Air Force Research Library Scholar Program. So the Air Force Research Library Scholars Program offers stipend paid summer internship opportunities, along with hands-on experiences working with full-time scientists, Air Force scientists and engineers. So, awesome. So if you're a science geek, if you like math, if you're in STEM, this is perfect for STEM. Hutton Junior Fisheries Biology Program. So if you like biology, the Hutton program is another paid summer internship and mentoring program for students, high school juniors and seniors interested in pursuing science disciplines, again, STEM, associated with natural resources and environment management. Then we have Go Sciences Bridge Program. The Go Sciences Bridge Program, it funds a grant. It's funded by a grant from the National Science Foundation, and it is a 6-week paid internship through which graduating high school seniors study and participate in hand-on activities in marine biology. Wow. Physical oceanography, atmospheric science, marine biology, marine chemistry, and remote sensing. So if you want to be anything with marine biology, that's an awesome program. Then you have the Plant Genome Research, REU, which is again for high school students at Boyce Thompson Institute and Cornell University, very good institutions. And the USDA, it's an excellent opportunity to gain research experience and explore the science careers. Then we also have Production Assistant Intern. And this is through the Wanderlust Council. And so they select students at the Now Boarding Corporation, and they have an opportunity to learn about the various benefits of cultural education, study abroad, and education. And I'll just take a pause here because studying abroad is an awesome opportunity. When I was in undergrad, as well as my graduate work, I did a study abroad. And it opened my mind up to so many things, just how the world works. It gave me,
if you want to travel and do those things,
yes,
absolutely.
So, and if you get an opportunity to do it, even as a high school student, and take those opportunities, because again, it will. If I look at an application and I see that here's a student that has some study abroad experience and any of these internships, I would say I want this person in my program, because I know that they are going to give a lot back to the program. And that's what happens. A lot of programs, they look for students who can give and add to the program. So it's almost like a job, people. College is a job.
Right,
When you're doing
absolutely.
it's an application. So we're just as you as a student looks at the school is looking at the student.
Absolutely.
So it's a job search
So, I like that.
on a different level.
On a different level.
Yes.
So what else is next on here? What's else on this list? This is good.
Okay, so then we have the student research the student research internship program at the Scripps Translational Science Institute. And so at the STISI, it offers student research internships for highly motivated high school students. So these interns work in a multidisciplinary team of scientists, including internationally renowned investigators in areas of genomics, bioinformatics, and digital medicine. Then we also have the naturalist field research intern with the Cincinnati Museum Center, the Young Ecologist Training Institute, and it's a project-based designed to allow students to engage in field-based scientific research on the 220,000 acre Edge of Appalachia Preserve System. Then we have the New York Historical Society Student Historian Program for those who love history. I know there are a lot of students who just absolutely love history. These interns use the resources of the New York Historical Society to conduct exciting research and share their scholarship through creative projects. So interns meet with professional staff to learn about careers in the museum, library, and history fields. So they work collaboratively with fellow students to develop their public speaking and leadership skills and engage in hands-on work to deepen their understanding of American history and art. And we have the Microsoft High School internship.
I know everybody was going to want that.
Oh my gosh. Shoot, they get the insides on Microsoft. Oh, there's so many kids, there's so many students out here who love sciences and computers, so this will be perfect. And so in the Microsoft's high school internship program, students will learn a lot about the world of computer science and programming. Microsoft internships, they are geared towards STEM. So you guys heard me mention STEM before. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. Okay, so whenever you hear the word STEM, that's what it refers to. It's an acronym for science, technology, engineering, and math. So these students, so that they're thinking of pursuing a degree in any of those fields, Microsoft has a wonderful school internship. So high schoolers, this is perfect. And I will also post this link to this article on the College Cafe on Facebook.
That's awesome. So that's a really good. People need to know that those are available.
Yes,
because that's the big thing, is knowing what your resources are. If you don't have any resources, then you don't even know where to look. Where do I start? Where do I begin? And that's where the Houston Housewives of Finance and our College Cafe definitely comes in play. Where hey, you need us and we need you. So let us be a resource for you and for our community. That's exactly why we are here for you.
Yes.
But you know what? I'm excited about the next one too. I think this is the one that, hey, the HBCUs, is that the next one right there?
Yes.
Because I wanted to see, let me tell you, where are these kids applying?
Oh my gosh. And when I first saw this article that's about to come up, I was excited because this is the second student that we've heard in the news.
But no, this one right here is the colleges. Remember the one you sent me on the colleges? Is that right? I'm trying to talk to my producer and have him pull it up so I can see it, because I wanted to get a list.
Oh, yes.
So guess what? There you go. You're applying to HBCU. This is big, you guys. And hey, this is the whole link where you guys can go and apply now and to get educated. I just love it. So I just wanted to really touch on that, because when I saw all those universities, so you want to know, as a HBC, you want to attend a Common Black College application. So this is really, really nice. And then I saw all 53 of the colleges, and you apply. Did you see that? Go back up, producer. I want them to see that, where it says, it was like I think it has to scroll. If you go back one, apply for any number of the 53 HBCUs below at the same time for only $35.
That is wonderful, and that's that's a short list, because I know there's a whole lot more HBCUs. But you think about it, and we mentioned earlier the college application process. The college application fees can be very expensive.
Absolutely.
I mean, ranging from $35 all the way to 75. So you think you can apply to 53 for $135.
Yeah, not even $135. It's $35.
$35.
Yes.
$35 one time for 53 application. I'm like, really?
I love that. I was like, man, y'all better be applying.
Right. There's no reason why like I can't apply. No. Do you have $35? You should have, because we budgeted for it.
Right. And you've been working, and you've been saving and spending less. So definitely you do have it. And take some of the pressures. Come on, kids. Take some of the pressure off your parents. Help your parents out. You don't have to, go out every weekend and eat out every night. Take a sack lunch. Just like parents, they sometimes take leftovers. You're not too good to take leftovers.
Come on. And I'm a proud graduate of 2 HBCUs,
awesome.
Johnson C. Smith University in Charlotte, North Carolina. So shout out to all my Golden Bulls out there. Gotta make that shameless plug. And Howard University in Washington, D.C. Bisons. That's where I received my PhD in the clinical department, clinical psychology program. Hi, guys, if you're listening.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So
definitely give them a shout out. So let's go to our next portion of the show, which is being sponsored by Kog Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Unleash Your Dopeness is a people-empowered movement built to encourage the masses to operate outside their fears and have the gall to recklessly pursue their dreams and passions in life. Join thousands of others as we unlock the greatness that dwells inside. Shop dope gear at kogpassion.com. That's KOGpassion.com. And use the coupon code DOPE DOPE for 10% off exclusive Unleash Your Dopeness apparel. Act now. Sizes are selling out fast, and I'm telling you, hey, if you're gonna go to college, I think this would be dope if you wore one of these Unleash Your Dopeness, the t-shirts, the hoodies. Just get yours today. KG, she is the bomb. I mean, she is dope. So make sure that you go out and support her at KOGpassion.com. Man, this is some really good stuff. So when I'm looking at all those universities and they're applying to all those universities, the question always comes up: how many schools should they be applying for?
Well, when it comes to application, you can apply to as many schools as you want to.
Or how many you can afford.
That's it too. But you also want to make sure that as you apply, you just don't apply blindly.
Okay.
You want to make sure that when students apply to a school, that the school that they apply to is a great fit for them.
Mm-hmm.
They're given their career field. Does it cater to that particular area of interest? Does it have the resources for them? And also, when we talk about fit, we also are referring to the class size. So because some students, they thrive in larger classrooms.
Mm-hmm.
They like that. Well, some, they need that smaller, more intimate class, like no more than 30, because they want to be able to get to the teacher. Because sometimes if they're in a larger school or a larger setting, they feel left out.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't want to, so you want to also look at that when it comes to class size and their fit. So you want to do all of these things before you even put in an application.
Well, Dr. A, what it sounds like to me is you definitely need to be at our May 27th event with the Houston Dash for our college planning workshop. And because those are things that you're definitely going to learn when you attend, it's about the college planning and also the college funding. Most people just consider, how much is it going to cost? What am I going to need? I need to apply to get some money. But no, let's start here. Where are your kids going to go? They need an assessment test to see, what they're good at and where their interest lies, because they don't know.
They don't. And, as we said earlier in one of the earlier articles, that many students, they back and forth. Mm-hmm. They might say one thing one day, and then the next week, no, I don't want to do that. And so they might, at one point, they want to be a engineer or computer science. And then the next day they do something like, I want to be a police officer, but yesterday, or I want to be a nurse. So they're flipped back and forth. So they want to find out which career path best fits them, just given their skills, what they're interested in, because then have that fit.
Absolutely.
Rather than just going willy-nilly.
Absolutely.
And I'll just give you a story. I worked at Prairie View A&M University for about 8 years. PV, you know. So working there and just mentoring those students a lot, even upon graduation, still were unsure in terms of what they wanted to do.
Professional students.
Mm-hmm. And so, and that's a scary thing.
And expensive.
Very expensive. Mm-hmm. So how can students minimize that stress? first by doing that career assessment, identifying what career paths are based on their interests, their likes, and then before they get there, start exploring those options. That's why the internships are very important, because it gives them the opportunity to explore it in those months where they're out of school. That's why take advantage of your summers, students and parents. Find ways that we can get that experience in the summer months beyond and starting at 8th grade. Typically, parents may wait until their senior year, senior year, and start thinking about what are
really
some of
late,
the things.
though.
It is very late because, again, the consequences of that student still being unclear in terms of what they want to do can lead to more money down the line and flip-flopping from schools. They might start off at one school and they don't like that school and they have to go to another school.
Right.
And then there are consequences there, but I'm not going to give you all the consequences.
Because I want you to save some for the Houston Dash
Yes.
event, but that gives them a good sense of what's going to take place and the information that they're going to receive.
Yes.
So you definitely got to get your tickets today, okay? Again, you can find the link on our Facebook pages,
Yes.
Houston Housewives of Finance Official on Facebook, or you can also go, I believe, to the Houston Dash. But trust me, there is a link for you to purchase tickets.
Yes.
If you go to our website, and you'll definitely see it, www.hhofinance.com, so that you can get you and your family. This is great family fun. That's what I like.
It is.
Yeah.
Because for $20, the tickets are $20. So we have our talk about college planning. And then after that, we have a tour of the stadium.
That's awesome.
And a game.
Yeah.
So you get the game, a tour, and an awesome talk. So, I mean, it's a perfect.
Yeah,
it's going to be a wonderful day.
That's a really good family fun. And again, school is almost out, so take advantage of the time that you have for your students and start getting them ready now. Because just like we tell you guys, you got to plan for retirement. We got to plan for these children to prepare for college.
Yes.
The expenses, the planning, all of that is going to be included. So, man, I want to go to, Saving Your Future book. Because this really talks about and brings it home.
Yeah, because this is the college planning, the saving. Yes, when you in our Saving Your Future book, we talk about a lot of the things that we've been discussing so far. And on page 72 of the Saving Your Future book, it talks about the college university savings plans. So it says, when having children, parents don't often think about how much their kids will cost them. However, it takes a lot of money to raise a child. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture in 2013, it will cost a middle-income couple $245,000 to raise a child until 18 years old. And this does not include college costs.
Wow. No wonder I was choking.
And then it also gives you in Canada, because again, we are in Canada as well, and that's $243,660. Now that's roughly $1,000 per month from birth to adulthood. And I know parents, you can add it up, and if you go back, it'll be more than $1,000.
Right.
But the big bill comes when your child goes to college. Just look. The tuition, for a private school, tuition, a 4-year tuition. In 2013, it was $1,029,000. Just let's round it up to $130,000. Okay. And when you add tuition and fees to it, in 18 years from now, so you're looking, which will be 2031, you're looking at a little over $300,000 just in tuition and fees. Tuition goes up higher than any other rate. I mean, the entry rate of tuition goes up. It increases every year. So, and then at a public school, so you're looking at $38,000, for public school. But in about 18 years, you're looking at triple that amount in 2031 to about almost $93,000.
I'm looking at the numbers in our book, and they're definitely outdated, because you're talking about 2013. We're now in 2018. So that number has definitely changed. And man, I'm thinking $92,000 just to go to a public university in 2031.
Yes.
Oh, you need to start saving some money.
Now, before, even as they're infant, if you know that
I
that
say
is
before
a
they
goal,
born.
before they're right.
If you're planning on having children, you need to plan out for that, because
Yes.
the cost is so astronomical.
Yes.
And I mean, my goodness, $245,000. You need to be asking yourself, how many kids do I want to have based on that number?
Exactly. And then you know that there are many parents, because they want their children to go to school, they may pull from their retirement to help pay for school, take out loans. So you think, so are mom, dad, do you have $300,000 in your retirement to pull out? Or are you going to take out that many loans to help pay for your students' school?
No. No, I will not do that. I will not do that. And these kids are undecided and undecisive.
Yeah.
No, the question is no. But you know what? I can't. I want us to go to the next article, because I don't want to get out of here without shining some light on all of this.
Yes.
So when you're working hard and you have a plan, your hard work definitely pays off, as it did in this next article.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
She was accepted to 113 colleges. I could go anywhere and discover who I am. I thought this was fantastic.
Yes.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
I am super proud, and this is incredible. It says, spring is a season when many high school students fret, waiting anxiously to hear whether they have been accepted to college. Well, not Jasmin Harrison, a 17-year-old senior at the Academy at Smith in Greensboro, North Carolina, was no different. And here she did more than 100 times. Miss Harrison was accepted to 113 colleges and universities out of 115. Who are those other two? To which she had applied. The scholarships offered her, she received, totaled more than $4 million. You better say it. According to Miss Harrison and her mother, who kept track of the financial offers on an Excel spreadsheet. That is amazing. I'm just curious, who are those two that didn't accept her and why?
I know they're sorry now.
Well, you know, when I was looking at that, I was like, because I saw on our local news station one day, a young man locally, he also got a lot of offers to universities where he had applied, and a lot of money. And so I heard one of the newscasters felt like it was overkill. And so as a professor, a former professor of a university, tell me, that's why I asked the question, how many is too many, and is it overkill in your opinion? How many should they apply for? And one question I want to know is, when they apply for all of those scholarships and they choose that one, what happens to that money?
Well, first of all, it was not overkill. I think that it was wonderful. Go over your options, because there are a lot of schools there. If we have options, use them, and that increases the likelihood and the chance of you getting accepted into the school that you want. So I don't think that it was overkill at all. I think he did his work. He did his due diligence. And if he earned it, this young man, as well as this young lady, they are smart, and any school would want them.
Absolutely.
So listen, market yourself, honey.
Absolutely.
So I thought it was perfect. And so for all that money that they receive, it's theirs.
All of it?
All of it is theirs, unless it was like tied to that school.
That you have to accept that school?
They have to accept that school. So, but if it was a lot of external funds, if it was external scholarships, that money is theirs.
Wow.
And it goes to that school. Now, whatever excess, it's theirs.
That is amazing. So they can start a business, do whatever. That's living good. But you know what? That's when your hard work definitely pays off. Because this is something that they just didn't start. Okay, you guys. This is something that was embedded and embedded in them. I'm pretty sure for a very, very young age. They had great support from their parents.
Yes.
They had great support from their teachers and their counselors. And let me tell you something. The way you bring them up, get them started early so that they can too, have an opportunity. I love what you you said is options, because that's what we want you to have. Even as the parents, you have to know your option when it comes to your retirement, when it comes to your financial plan, your financial house. No different with our children when they're planning for their futures, for college and for their financial futures as well, because now she has to learn how to manage what? All that money. Yeah,
yes.
She has to know how to manage it.
And the thing is, and I also love it because they didn't limit themselves in terms of where they want to apply. Because many students, they may have the abilities, they have all the knowledge, they have the experience, but then they may also limit themselves because their parents may feel that I can't afford that school. I know you can get in that they would want you, but I can't afford a Harvard. I can't afford a Rice. I can't afford a Cornell. So where can I? So you have to go to a local school. I'll just go there because it's where what I can afford.
But let your talents work for you.
That's what it was, and that's why I'm so excited about it because.
Well, did the article say? I didn't get a chance to read it, but did she say where she chose?
Well, she chose an HBCU. Which is even more wonderful because HBCUs offer a lot for students. Yes. They do. I mean, and like I said, I'm a product of HBCUs. And so at an HBCU, she will also get the knowledge. She will get the support. She will get that support from the professors. And there's a good education there at HBCU. So I'm so excited that she chose an HBCU to attend.
Absolutely. And you know what? And one thing I cannot leave without saying is she's going to be rich in culture.
Yes.
You know, the richness of the culture, that, you know, again, she would have thrived in any university that she chose, but we're kind of a little biased over here. We're glad that she did. She was at HBCU. But you know what, man, this has been another incredible episode here at the Sphere on the Money Factor Show. Man, I am so excited to have you here today. Definitely got to have you more back, have you back more often, because she was definitely on our show for our 100th episode. But you know what, just having her in studio today was just a pleasure and an honor. Again, LaShonda will be back in a couple of weeks, and we will see you then here on the Sphere and the Money Factor Show. Make it an awesome week, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.